was quite the warm-up. I need to really step up my game here. Welcome back to Valheim. This is episode 2. Today, the goal is to be entering these dungeons and getting geared out in bronze. But to do that, we'll need some cores, which we'll find in here. So let's enter this thing. Let's make sure that we're not going to die first, though. I think we're ready. I did set up a spawn point nearby, so I am ready just in case the worst happens. Oh, there's a guy. Okay, we're gonna go through this way. Ooh. Lots of guys with bows. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. Oh, there we go. We've got a friend. Come on in. Oh, there's another one. Oh. That's... yeah, I want to break that ASAP. Die. Oh, this is good. We got some cores. I'm gonna need a couple though. I just need to rush in. Die. This guy is stuck in the wall. I think I'm able to hit him, but he's able to hit me. I'm gonna just run in here. Is he able to move? Or is he stuck behind this door? Yeah, I can't hit him. I'm gonna just go in here. There's lots of cores. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that guy be. He can keep doing what he's doing. Let's get out of here. So the reason I need Certling cores is because I need those to make a furnace, basically. I need a kiln and a... what's the other one called? Is it just a furnace? Smelter. So I need 10 Sertling cores in total to make both of those, and ideally I'd probably want multiple of each for my main base once I get to that point. But cores just, they seem to get easier to make as the game progresses, so I'm not really all that worried about that. But I've got this little forward operating base. I think I'm gonna take things back to my shanty, and I'm gonna start exploring some Black Forest. And this dungeon over here is it's in the smallest Black Forest. I have that in the wrong spot. Yeah, it's such a tiny little area. It's crazy. Yeah, I need to do some more exploring on the island here. Yeah, the area I should really be looking is over here, because it's really close to my base, and it'd be best if I have that area mapped out. So that's where I'm gonna head next. So I currently have 8 Sertling cores, which is actually really good for one dungeon. I only really need 2 more for the smelter system that I need just right now. Like I said, I ideally want more than 1 of each, but I'll take what I can get. So yeah, it's time to enter the Black Forest. Oh, you know what? I think it looks like I might be able to get over there. Over this water. That's huge, because that's basically unlocking another continent. Yeah. As we explore, I should probably also start just mining tin as I see it. And now I have to deal with the Grey Dwarves here. But I should really also try to get as many Grey Dwarf eyes as I can. Ugh, I need to eat. Yeah, that'll go a long ways. So yeah, the Grey Dwarf eyes are used to make portals, and that'll be very useful coming up. And then we got copper right here. Let's mark that down. Yeah, I'll be wanting to come back here. But yeah, I'm gonna just mine tin as I find it. Yeah, and I'm using my pickaxe for the first time. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, I want to keep an eye out for trolls. I am definitely not ready to deal with a troll. Oh, that looks like a troll cave. That is bad. I need to double check this. Yep, that is a troll cave. Mark that. And yes, I mark everything in campfires. When it comes to the map. Yeah, and that mountain, which is over here. This area is not very hospitable. Yeah. I think I want thistles. This is not exactly the greatest area. I'm gonna just mine some copper here. Yeah. So I've expanded my wall so that I can fit the smelters I need. Yeah, I really need to speed along my progress here. I'm waiting basically until I get iron so I can build with stone. Until then, everything's kind of temporary. Yeah, but once I get what I need for that, everything's gonna be upgraded. Oh, there's a troll. Ooh, I don't want to be in this situation. I'm wedged between a mountain and a troll. I want to get there. It's also becoming night. I think I'm going to try to just head back the way I came. That guy just spawned in. So I'd be surprised if he doesn't see me. Try to leave. I think he'll just stay crouched. That might be okay. I'm gonna have to try a different area. Yeah. I can't risk it. They're too dangerous, and I'm too ill-equipped. Yeah, if I had like a fine wood bow, I think I would take him. But I don't have that. So it's been a little while. I've made my smelter system here. And I've got a forge going. I'm still running into an issue where I'm not finding any copper. I found one good vein over here. It was really close, and that was great. And then there was this vein way over here. And as soon as I started mining, I was pinched by 2 trolls, and I had to run away. Yeah, there's not really been a whole lot. Yeah, I'm at a point where I've got quite a bit of tin, but really not much copper. And what I really need to make next is an axe. So I need 8 bronze, and I have enough for, well, I have 6, and I have enough for 1 more. So I really need to get just 2 more pieces of copper. Then I can start making portals, which will make the trek between areas way quicker. Yeah. I just need to do a little bit more exploration. So far, I've made a bronze helmet and a bronze sword. That's about it. And yeah, I've made just small additions to my basic house here. I cannot wait to start actually making a real base. But I really just want to be able to build with stone first, because wood is great, but stone is just huge, because there's so much stuff you can do with it that you can't really do with wood. And when you only have wood to build with, it gets very monotonous and just, yeah, everything's just the same. But yeah, a bronze axe also means core wood, which opens up some more building opportunities. I do have a little bit of core wood, actually, that I got from some just like buildings around. So I made a bench in my house. Yeah, I'm gonna continue mining, and I will see where I can get to. Yeah, I'm actually doing pretty good on cores. So I could probably start expanding this production a little bit. So once I have more copper, that could be more valuable. But right now, there's not really a huge need for it. So yeah, I'm gonna head back to the forest and see what I can get. So I was trying to get to some of the better copper veins over here, because I found quite a few, and then everywhere else there really wasn't much. There was some way down here, and there was one over there. I still haven't quite explored everywhere. I guess this one I mostly mined. But everything was far away except for these deposits over here. And I really want to just kind of showcase how being inventive in this game can make things a lot of fun. And also very time consuming. Because the simple thing I could have done was just walk over there and mine and then walk back. But I just felt like it was a little far to just walk over, and especially in this area, it's very dangerous because there's 2 river crossings right by troll caves, and there's a mountain right over here which kind of blocks my travel. So I'm gonna show you guys what I've been working on for the last many hours. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how I want this to line up to the final base, so everything until I get to the first bridge is still just wilderness. But I've made a series of 4 bridges that can take me all the way to this black forest. Now, bridge making is a delicate art, really, because it's really easy to not have the structural integrity you need. But just by having regular pillars, it works very well. So what I found is if you're using regular wood pillars, having a 3 tile or whatever this is called, having like a 3 tile gap works very well. Get back here. And it leaves the structure pretty well off. Just the roof really is kind of getting sketchy when you're right towards the middle. So what I would suggest is, if you're planning on making your own bridges, you have to try to really pick somewhere that's shallow, or you have a shorter bridge. So like if I were to have the wood platforms around this height instead, I wouldn't need as many pillars, but it wouldn't look as cool, and that's a big factor. And then I've done the same thing for this bridge, and I've connected this chain with just some simple paths with the hoe. And then for the third bridge, I ran into a spot that was a little too deep, so I used a core wood support right here in the middle, and that fixed the problem. But for the fourth and final bridge, I needed to think things out a little differently, because it's a massive bridge here. Yeah, it spans to that landmass, which is, well, let's just say very far. One thing that really helped out was I made a quick temporary base here, and this portal takes me back to my main base, and this one actually takes me to the other side of the bridge. And you may be asking, like, why build a bridge if you can just have a portal? But the big thing is that if I'm mining copper and tin, I can't use portals to get back. So by building a bridge, I'm saving a lot of time on the commute. But honestly, I think just having a raft is better. But this is really cool. So for this bridge, I did core wood supports every 4 tiles, and then I had the regular wood supports in the middle to just kind of help out with the roof here, because it gets very red at spots. And the best way to reach the bottom, like the floor of the water, and this works with the other bridges as well, is you just make yourself a lower bridge that's temporary. So for a lot of the time, I would be on a lower platform that was kind of right at the water level, so I could be able to reach the floor of this shallow bit of ocean. And using the what's it called? Like the snapping to the top is very useful. Now the only downside of building in water is that it damages the supports. But the good thing is that water can't actually break them. It only makes it vulnerable, so the only scenario where I could see this breaking is if I get an event, like a horde event, while I'm on the bridge, and the enemies start attacking the supports, or if there's a sea serpent, but I wouldn't imagine that to happen over here. Though there is an ocean, and then obviously more ocean that way. I think the chances of that are very slim, so I'm not going to worry about that. And if I do sustain damage, I can always just repair it. But yeah, I've got a real easy way to transport copper and tin back to the base without having to set up another base over here with like its own forge and that sort of thing. The time investment was definitely not worth it, but it's cool. So I think that's it's worth doing for fun. Oh, I got a trollfish. Yeah. A funny thing is that when it gets stormy, the waves can sometimes go through the floor here, and it'll get me wet. But yeah, that's my bridge. Building in Valheim is definitely my favorite aspect of the game. The combat is fun, but if you can really make some cool things in this game if you have the right motivation and know a thing or two about building structure. Yeah. I've really enjoyed this project. I think it's about time I get access to some of those prime copper deposits. So I'm gonna get to mining a little bit more, and I'm gonna try to upgrade the gear I have and finish out with the whatever gear I still need. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. So now that the bridge system is in place, I've been able to collect a whole lot of copper and tin. I've made a lot of bronze, but I've used pretty much all of it. I've gotten pretty much every item I need, and I've upgraded everything to the max level of my forge, which I could get a level 2 forge upgrade, the forge cooler, but I am out of everything. Yeah, and that would be able to get me to tier 3 of my my bronze gear, but I don't think I really need it, so I'm not gonna get it. Yeah, and I've done a few things around here since last time I talked. I've got a cauldron and a mead kettle, so now I can make some mead, although I don't have the fermenting thing. Yeah, the fermenter, because I'm out of bronze again. The cauldron is nice. I'm able to get some better food here, so I've got some better food. I think I'm just about ready for the elder fight, but I'm gonna leave that for next episode. And speaking of the elder, I've actually traveled out to the spawn area, and I've got a portal set up, so I'm actually gonna head over there and show you guys around. So out here I've created just a small little base. I've got my boat here. Yeah, the spawning area is just over here. And I've started clearing out some area, just in case I need space for the fight. I fought this guy once before, and I'll be honest, this really isn't the greatest area to fight. So I've started clearing out some of this forest back here. 'Cause I feel like if I need to move in any direction, it's going to be that way. But I'll leave that for next time. So I'll leave you all here, and I hope you guys are liking this series. I've really enjoyed playing solo Valheim because I've only ever done multiplayer before, and I'm able to move a lot faster because I'm not having to wait for other people to get geared up for a fight, which is really nice. But there's the downside of not being able to really cooperate. But I've been really enjoying this. Definitely expect some more Valheim videos going forward. Yeah. Oh, I also did a little bit of a tree farm over there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, you guys. So I'll see you next time.